Uh, Hi, spiritual friends. This is me talking to you regarding the beginning. I read from the Bible a few days ago, from Genesis, the first book of the Bible, it's supposedly written by Moses, but probably not. Anyway, I'm going to go on how God actually sort of created himself in a way, because before he was just pure energy. This is from Conversations with God, Book 1, and I'm going to read it to you, and you can judge yourself. And like I always say, you can get the books if you so wish, and I'm just going to read to you now and see what you think. Bye-bye. I'm going to start now, not bye-bye yet. We've only just begun to read from Book 1. Right. Now, yes, this is God speaking. For the first time for over 2,000 years. Yeah, because as you know, God was Jesus. God was made physical in Jesus. And so that was the last time he was speaking through Jesus, who we probably know more about than God, because for various reasons. But I'm going to read to you now. Make sure the sun keeps going in and out again, because it's the time of the year. So, anyway. Yes, this is God. Yes, let me explain it to you this way. In the beginning, that which is all there was, and there was nothing else. Yet all that is could not know itself, because all that is all there was, and there was nothing else. And so, all that is was not, for in the absence of something else, all that is not. This is the great is/not, is, to which mystics have referred from the beginning of time. Now, all that is knew it was all there was, but this was not enough, for it could only know its utter magnificence conceptually, and not experientially. Yet the experience of itself is for which it longed for. It wanted to know what it felt like to be so magnificent. Still, this was impossible, because the very term magnificence is a relative term. All that is could not know what it felt like to be magnificent unless that which is not showed up. In the absence of that which is not, that which is not. Do you understand this? That's not me saying that. That's God saying to Neil, who he's communicating with, as I do now, as you know, myself. This is Neil answering back. I think so. Keep it going. This is God now. All right. The one thing that all that is knew is that there was nothing else, and so it could and would never know itself from a reference point outside of itself. Such a point did not exist. Only one reference point existed, and that was the single place within. The is not is. The am not am. Still, the all of everything chose to know itself experientially. This energy, this pure, unseen, unheard, unobserved, and therefore unknown by anyone else, energy chose to experience itself as the utter magnificence it was. In order to do this, it realized it would have to use a reference point within. It reasoned quite correctly that any portion of itself would necessarily have to be less than the whole, and that if this simple divided itself into portions, each portion being less than the whole could look back on the rest of itself and see magnificence. And so, all that is divided itself, becoming in one glorious moment that which is this and that which is that. For the first time, this and that existed quite apart from each other, and still both existed simultaneously and did all that was neither. Thus, three elements suddenly existed, that which is here and that which is there, and that which is neither here nor there, but which must exist for here and there to exist. It is the nothing which holds the everything. It is the non-space which holds the space. It is all which holds the parts. Can you understand this? Are you following this? Now this is Neil answering back to God. I think I am actually. Believe it or not, you have used such a clear illustration that I think I'm actually understanding this. Now, you might not understand that. You'll need to listen to it again or get the book yourself, because it can come across as lots of is and nots and stuff. And yeah, I read it a few times before I got it. Anyway, I'll go on here. I'm going to go further now. This nothing which holds the everything is what some people call God, yet that is not accurate either, for it suggests that there is something God is not, namely everything that is not, nothing. But I am all things, seen and unseen, so this description of me as the great unseen, the no thing or the space between, an essentially Eastern mystical definition of God, is no more accurate than the essentially Western practical description of God as all that is seen. Those who believe that God is all that is and all that is not are those who understanding is correct. So I'm going to leave it there now, because the clock is saying 8 minutes something, and if you go over like 10 minutes, sometimes it has a job to upload. So if you listen to Genesis, God first created the world, and now he's telling you about how he created himself in a way. And I think I might do one more from here, just so that this is made clear to you. Anyway, I'll say goodbye to you now. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and peace, truth, love, and joy to you. Bye-bye for now.